All right, guys, welcome to another podcast of Gaming with the Guys, sponsored by Broforce One. I'll be your host today, Mark Dannenberger, and got my co-host, as always, Kyle Dannenberger.
How's it going, guys?
Today we got a special list for you guys today. I know for those who probably didn't grasp our list last time, we're going to come at you. We're going to bring you something here. It's a top 5 list of best Smash Bros. Players to pick, and not a tier list. This isn't, who's the best, who's the worst. This is, your buddy just found an N64. You're looking at the screen. You're seeing 12 characters. You have no idea who to pick, and we're here to help you. We're going to give you a nice short list, something fast. But before we jump into it, Kyle, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. I know, obviously, this is going to be a hot subject for a lot of people, We are picking top 5 Smash Bros. Characters that you'd say, like, in a party setting. This isn't one-on-ones. This isn't 2v2s. This is you and 4 of your buddies cracking up a cold LaCroix. All 4 of you got it popping. And we're going to keep the game going,
No, right. This isn't 1v1s. I mean, this isn't your 2v2s. This isn't, there's no money on the line. You're not trying to advance into a tournament here. This is literally, look, you've got an adult beverage or a LaCroix. Either one, and this is to help you guys excel and definitely do well and beat your friends, which is always the goal for everyone. So Let's get into it. Top 5. Right now, we'll start. And we've got Falcon at 5.
Yep, and I think Falcon's a great choice. He's got the Falcon Punch. He's got the Falcon Kick. All you do is pretty much just click one button, and Falcon can lay down a huge hit on anyone.
Yeah, he's got an easy-to-learn arsenal right off the bat. What you're going to notice quickly, though, and why he's not higher on this list, is he's a glass cannon. I mean, he's going to bring with you. He's got a lot of artillery, a lot of that firepower, but he's going to struggle in getting back on stage. You're going to get knocked off. And that's going to hurt you because his get back is miserable. Now, there's some advanced techniques. He can definitely throw around some combos, but it's not optimal. But again, this is a guy you can pick up day one, literally within a life, learn all of his moves.
And I really think you might need to explain, what is a glass cannon, Mark?
So a glass cannon is, now for those who don't know, it's somebody who deals a high output of damage, but very low defense. So with Falcon or with anyone who's considered a glass cannon, you come in, you have probably a low level of HP, but your damage, you can really deliver on the damage stage, which is what Falcon is. And again, I think Kyle's... Any more tips, Kyle? You've been playing with this guy a little bit more recently.
As always, you got to think offense. Defensively, he's not going to take much damage. Obviously, that get back is just a huge negative when playing with him. But besides that, you don't have to think much. All you do is have to tap that B button. He's going to be throwing down a heavy Falcon Punch on anyone in his way.
That's true. With good timing, and he's just going to be a superb player. All right, let's go to 4 here. We have Fox. Now, Fox is a guy who, once mastered, truly is a dominant player. Now, we've seen in the tier list, he's fallen recently. In the list that came out in 2015, he is now an A list. He's not an S or an A tier, not an S tier. Kyle, how do you feel about that? Do you think that's fair? And how do you feel about him 4 on the list?
I'd just say, obviously checking out tier lists. It does sound a little dorky coming from us, checking out lists of N64 Smash Bros. Characters. But, guys, if you're going to take the game serious with your buddies, you got to be looking up these lists. So.
Well, right. Well, I think the key is here, we're doing the research for you. You tune into this podcast, you want a little more background knowledge. You don't want 5 random guys coming out, talking about Ness and Jigglypuff. You want to know the cold hard facts. And that's what we're delivering.
That's what Gaming with the Guys bring day in and day out.
Look, it's consistency, and you can't argue that. But no, I think Fox, a wide variety of movesets. His get back's tough, but it's not the worst in the game. He's got really nice combos. His up A is great. He's got the projectile gun, best projectile in Smash Bros, which is
so annoying if you've ever played against him. Am I right, guys?
It's annoying. There's no way around it. And and you get that chip damage. You get a little more damage from time to time, and that's tough. It's tough to compete with. And again, you start to get your friends on tilt. He's a tilt guy. They try to spike you. They die off the edge. He's a great character in that regard. And again, no mastery to him. He's taken about 2 seconds to learn. And, but again, that get back is tough. So
Yeah.
that's why he's currently at 4. Kyle, any closing thoughts on Fox?
You know what? I personally don't like him that much. I've played with him several times. You got Massat up A, but let's say you drank way too many LaCroix that night. There's no way you're going to be effective with Fox.
Right, those LaCroix. We know how devastating they can be after 3 or 4. You're having a little too much fun, and Fox does take a lot of concentration.
Yeah.
All right, moving on down the list here. We're 3, and I know here's a hot button topic. I'm sure a lot of people are sitting here, thinking to themselves, okay, I got to think Mario. I would, but not so fast, my friends. We've got
Not
Samus.
so fast, my friend.
Right, we just, a little college football throwback for you. Samus here, and now hear us out. Samus, very versatile. In the new tier rankings, which again, I understand, a little dorky, but he's moved up 4 spots, and here's why. Good, overpowered up B move. He's delivering that way. 2, he can drop mines, which extend getting his get back. And he's also got a pretty devastating spike. Now, in Smash Bros, there's no better way to get in your friend's head than delivering a deadly spike. And Samus has a great way to do it. Now, Kyle, I know you've been on the opposite end of some of those spikes and also given out a few. How do you feel about that?
You know what? I actually personally think Samus should maybe even be higher on the list as a, you can hide in the corner while you let all your buddies duke it out. You can be charging the big gun. You can be laying down the fireworks show. But, I have been on the receiving end of some of those cannon shots, and it is brutal.
Well, they're game-changing, and that's what's tough. I do think, and especially in a party mode, you're not getting... This is the guy where really, you're not getting a more fun character. You're always going to be in it. You rarely see a Samus player coming forth because, exactly, you're not in the action very much. You're charging the big gun. You're probably looking for a spike. And he also can take a lot of damage. He has a high damage percentage threshold, which is nice. And as we get to some of these other characters that are a lot more risk-reward, Sam is not one to come back to. And I agree with Kyle on this. Could absolutely be higher on this list.
Yeah, and like you've said before, Samus can take a lot of damage. He could probably even take more shots than my buddy Colin Mann. Happy birthday, buddy. Shout out.
Oh, and that's a lot of shots for those who don't know. I mean, that guy, hoo-wee. He likes to drink his clear beer, if you catch my drift. All right, so now here we go. The surprises, again, we're not great at hitting you with the 1-2s. Now, I think where we're going to shock you is the order here. I think you can probably guess the last 2. But we have Pikachu at number 2. Kyle, kind of walk the listeners through this one.
So, as always, there's always a lot of controversy with the 1 and 2 spot. But we did choose Pikachu at number 2. He's got a great grapple, and he's a quick player. But the get back, like we said before, maybe you've had 1 too many LaCroix. Trying to bang that joystick around in time to get that get back move back onto the land is always tough.
Right, it is. And I can't tell you how, and this is where, look, if you're at your buddy's house, and honestly, when we're looking back on this list, I'm sure the comment section is going to be exploding on this one. If you've got a floppy joystick, okay, your buddy's little brother got his hand, he's been playing Mario Party all day, and that thing is ground to a pulp. Pikachu is going to be nearly impossible. You're going to be jamming that. You're going to just jam that joystick right, left, middle. You're only going to get one jump. You're going to die quickly, and you're going to be like, Mark, Kyle, what a terrible list. Pikachu's miserable. So this is definitely one where you got to make sure, always evaluate your controller in N64. A lot of hype around this. It's the hardest thing with N64. These controllers are garbage. Trust me, spend a ton of time. Now, I'm not mad at N64. I'm about to get into a rant here. I'm not mad at N64, but what I'm mad about is the quality design, right? This console came out in 1996. How can we not design a controller? I mean, think about all the things we've done. I mean, think about all the discoveries. I mean, look, the internet.
Yep.
And you're telling
YouTube.
And you're telling me we can't build a better control stick for the N64? It's exhausting and almost infuriating. And if you're a good to decent to even mediocre Smash Bros. Player, you demand quality from your sticks. So, end rant.
We'll save that for another podcast.
Right, I could go for months. But, right, so, again, just a quick
That's
check.
what she said.
The jokester over here. No, it's, again, just always evaluate your sticks. But I would even say, for the other characters and even our number 1, joystick really isn't going to matter as much, but with Pikachu, it's a big, big thing.
All right, so let's get to it, Mark. Who do you have as your number one player? I think it's pretty obvious, but for the listeners in their car right now.
Right. Well, for people who aren't, who don't know us, which is the majority, I would think, of the world, it's Kirby, and here's why. And I know probably a lot of people are rolling their eyes. They're like, "Duh, Kirby's good," but what makes Kirby so special? Why is Kirby the guy that if you're down and out? Why, your buddy's coming over, your mom's like, I'm going to throw out your N64, so you bring it down to your apartment, and you go, hey, I got a few games in me. Why is Kirby the guy you should pick? Well, he's got an amazing get back, all right? And I understand now, I feel like I've been saying get back, and probably a terrible time to explain this, probably should explain it at the beginning. A get back is when you're thrown off the stage, and then you have to recover to get back on. Kirby has 7 jumps, guys, 7. And that's amazing. I mean, that's so lenient, And 2, while every Smash Bros. Character matters about the stick, right? Kirby is not as dependent. His big moves, which I think everyone becomes acquainted with right off the way, are his big kick, his up B, and his down A. And his jumps. Now, his jumps is one direction. So, again, your stick could barely be on the controller. You can obviously operate him in a very easy way. His kick is just left or right. His down A is just down A. You're not juking around. You're not moving. Kirby doesn't excel on combos either, and he's got an amazing spike. So, he's bringing a versatility with you don't see often in Smash Bros. With a lot of leniency. Now, he doesn't take a ton of damage. But I think, and Kyle, you can agree or disagree with this, I think you'll live with that for all those pros.
Yeah, definitely. And, I just want to make things clear, Kirby, we don't know if it's a guy or a girl, so we're just keep saying him, so we don't want to, choose the gender of a certain Smash Bros. Character.
Right. I don't know what Kirby is. That's a question.
We might have to save that for another podcast.
Right. Look, the debate on Kirby, I gotta imagine, again, fill that comment section up.
But as we've said, let's say you are Kirby and you're playing against a Samus. You can do the sucking method that Kirby does, and you can steal Samus's main power. And there you are. You have best of both worlds. You're taking damage. Your get back is amazing, and you're throwing down the cannon.
Right. I think one word for Kirby: versatility.
Yeah.
He's your jack of all trades. He's your one tool for everything. He's really going to put you in the best position to beat all your friends in Smash Bros. And that's what you want, You got your buddy over there. He's been talking about how he was good with Ness back in college, back in 2001, The guy's like 42. But, he's living his glory days. You're going to punish him there.
Oh, destroy him.
And, right, whether he's had a few adult beverages or a couple LaCroix, Kirby, again, even generous in that regard. So, as a party player, could not recommend Kirby anymore.
Yep.
All right, guys. So for that'll be it for us today. I think it was a pretty informative list. Hey, if you disagree, which I'm sure it's the internet, so yeah, that you do. Hit the comments, hit the like button.
Maybe give us your top 5, and then we can go over that list.
Yes, right. Tell us where you agree, where you disagree. We're always listening. Again, I feel like we're not EA. Yeah, we're not Activision. We're listening to you guys.
Yeah. And as always, thank you guys for listening. This is Gaming with the Guys at Broforce1.com. And we always appreciate the love and support we've had so far. We're at now 2 subscribers, which is huge.
2 more than I thought we'd ever get. So.
And as always, we're right now producing 1 podcast a week, but we might be thinking about getting into 2 maybe.
Yeah, we're thinking about it pretty heavily here. We've definitely invested in some quality equipment here. So, yeah, if we got to put some more out, we'll put some more out. Well, as always, guys, ciao.